There's something magical about a road trip. In the USA, this magic is amplified. It's a land designed for road trips, a tapestry of diverse landscapes, cultures, and experiences, all stitched together by scenic highways. Whether you're drawn to the rugged beauty of the West, the historical charm of the East Coast, or the vibrant energy of the South, a USA road trip offers something for everyone. The beauty of a road trip lies not just in the destination, but in the journey itself. So buckle up and get ready to embark on an unforgettable adventure as we explore the heart of America, 1 mile at a time. Every epic road trip begins with a map and a dream. The beauty of exploring the USA is the sheer variety of routes available. Will you chase the Pacific Coast Highway, its winding roads offering breathtaking ocean views? Or perhaps you'll venture along Route 66, tracing the path of American history and soaking in the nostalgic charm of roadside diners and neon signs. When planning your route, consider your interests and passions. Remember, flexibility is key on any road trip. Now that you've charted your course, it's time to prepare for the journey ahead. A successful road trip requires careful planning and preparation. This includes everything from ensuring your vehicle is in tip-top shape to packing the essentials that will keep you comfortable and entertained on the road. Beyond the practicalities, pack items that will enhance your enjoyment of the journey. And don't forget a camera to capture the stunning landscapes and memorable moments you're sure to encounter. The first rays of dawn peeked through the blinds, painting the bedroom wall a soft golden hue. It was the day our great American road trip would begin, and a palpable sense of excitement hung in the air. After a hearty breakfast, we loaded our trusty SUV, its spacious interior crammed with suitcases, camping gear, and enough snacks to feed a small army. With a final check of the map and a shared grin of anticipation, we pulled out of the driveway. The hum of the engine a symphony to our adventure-seeking souls. The open road stretched before us like a blank canvas, inviting us to paint our own adventure. Our first destination was Savanna, Georgia, a city steeped in history and Southern charm. As we cruised down Interstate 95, the landscape transformed from rolling hills and verdant forests to sprawling cotton fields and moss-draped oak trees. We arrived in Savanna in the late afternoon, the city bathed in the golden glow of the setting sun. We checked into a charming bed and breakfast in the heart of the historic district, its elegant architecture and ornate balconies whispering tales of a bygone era. After freshening up, we set out to explore the city's cobblestone streets, our senses ignited by the sights, sounds, and flavors of the South. The aroma of freshly baked pralines wafted through the air, mingling with the salty tang of the sea breeze. We settled on a bench overlooking the river, watching as sailboats glided effortlessly along the water, their white sails billowing in the gentle breeze. The sky erupted in a kaleidoscope of colors as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden glow over the city. The next morning, we awoke to the sound of horse-drawn carriages clattering over the cobblestones outside our window. After a leisurely breakfast, we embarked on a guided tour of the city. As much as we were captivated by Savanna's history and architecture, we were equally enchanted by its culinary scene. No trip to Savanna is complete without indulging in its signature dishes, each a delicious fusion of Southern tradition and fresh local ingredients. We savored the sweet and savory flavors of shrimp and grits at Mrs. Wilkes's dining room, a beloved local institution known for its family-style meals and Southern hospitality. We treated ourselves to melt-in-your-mouth pralines at River Street Sweets, the aroma of caramelized sugar and pecans wafting down the street. But the open road beckoned, promising new adventures and discoveries. Bidding farewell to Savannah's historic charm, we cruised down the Atlantic coast, the salty air whipping through our hair. Our destination, Miami, Florida, a city pulsating with Latin rhythms, Art Deco glamour, and an unmistakable beach vibe. The highway unfolded before us, a ribbon of asphalt cutting through lush green landscapes dotted with palm trees and glimpses of sparkling blue water. As we crossed the Florida state line, a wave of warmth enveloped us, both literally and figuratively. Our first glimpse of Miami was a breathtaking panorama of towering skyscrapers, shimmering beaches, and turquoise waters stretching out to the horizon. Our days in Miami were a whirlwind of activity and relaxation in equal measure. We strolled along Ocean Drive, marveling at the pastel-colored buildings with their sleek lines and geometric designs. We soaked up the sun on the white sand beaches, the warm turquoise waters inviting us to take a refreshing dip. But Miami wasn't just about beaches and nightlife. We ventured beyond the city limits, eager to experience the natural wonders that Florida is renowned for. Our journey next took us west, across the Florida Panhandle and into Louisiana, a state brimming with history, culture, and a unique blend of French, African, and American influences. Our destination, New Orleans, the Crescent City, a place where jazz music filled the air, the aroma of Cajun and Creole spices tantalized the taste buds, and the spirit of celebration was palpable on every street corner. We arrived in New Orleans in the late afternoon, the city buzzing with an energy that was both infectious and enchanting. We checked into a charming hotel in the French Quarter, its wrought iron balconies overlooking the bustling streets below. As evening descended, we ventured out to explore, our senses overwhelmed by the sights, sounds, and smells of this vibrant city. Leaving the soulful melodies of New Orleans behind, we pointed our compass towards Texas, the Lone Star State. Driving into Texas is like entering a different country, a vast expanse of land where cowboys still roam and everything is bigger, bolder, and full of that Texan pride. Our first stop was San Antonio, a city steeped in history and brimming with a unique blend of Texan and Mexican cultures. We strolled along the River Walk, a picturesque waterway lined with shops, restaurants, and hotels, shaded by colorful umbrellas and the lush foliage of cypress trees. We paid our respects at the Alamo, the iconic mission that became a symbol of Texan courage and determination during the Texas Revolution. Leaving behind the bustling streets of San Antonio, we traded in the sounds of mariachi bands for the quiet vastness of the Texas desert. The landscape transformed into a painter's palette of earthy hues, with rugged mountains rising in the distance. Our destination, the surreal beauty of Arizona and the allure of the Grand Canyon. Driving through Texas can feel like traversing a whole other world. As we crossed into Arizona, the landscape grew even more dramatic, with saguaro cacti and red rock formations sculpted by centuries of wind and rain. Our journey then led us to California, the Golden State, a land of endless sunshine, Hollywood glamour, and breathtaking natural beauty. Our first stop was Los Angeles, the city of angels, a sprawling metropolis that embodies the spirit of ambition and the allure of the American dream. We traded the wide-open spaces of the desert for the bustling freeways of LA, the air thick with the scent of jasmine and the hum of a city that never sleeps. We cruised down Sunset Boulevard, palm trees swaying overhead, past iconic landmarks like the Hollywood Walk of Fame and the TCL Chinese Theater, imagining the countless stars who had walked these streets before us. We hiked up to the Hollywood sign, the sprawling city laid out before us like a scene from a movie, the vastness of it all taking our breath away. Los Angeles is a city of contrasts, a melting pot of cultures and a place where anything feels possible. We explored diverse neighborhoods, each with its own unique flavor. We sampled authentic Mexican food in Boyle Heights, browsed trendy boutiques in Silver Lake, and soaked up the bohemian vibes of Venice Beach. We felt the pulse of the city, its energy both exhilarating and exhausting, a reminder of the constant state of reinvention that defines Los Angeles. From the urban jungle of Los Angeles, we headed north towards the iconic Golden Gate Bridge and the cool breezes of San Francisco. The Pacific Coast Highway, one of the most scenic drives in the world, beckoned. As we left the city behind, the landscape transformed once again, the urban sprawl giving way to rugged coastline, dramatic cliffs, and panoramic ocean views. The Pacific Coast Highway is a drive that begs to be savored, every curve revealing a new breathtaking vista. We stopped at countless scenic overlooks, our cameras working overtime to capture the beauty that surrounded us. We strolled along windswept beaches, the sand white and soft beneath our feet, the salty air invigorating our senses. Arriving in San Francisco felt like stepping into a postcard. The city unfolded before us, a tapestry of Victorian houses clinging to steep hills, cable cars clanging up and down its iconic slopes, and the majestic Golden Gate Bridge standing proudly in the distance. We explored the city on foot, getting lost in its charming neighborhoods, each with its own distinct personality. Our cross-country adventure culminated in San Francisco, a fitting finale to our epic road trip. Standing on the Golden Gate Bridge, the wind whipping through our hair, the city sprawling out before us, we felt a sense of accomplishment wash over us. We had traversed the United States from coast to coast, experiencing the vastness of its landscapes, the richness of its cultures, and the warmth of its people. As we packed our bags for the flight home, we knew that this journey had changed us. We had collected a treasure trove of memories, the sunrises over the Atlantic, the soulful sounds of New Orleans, the vastness of the Texas desert, the glamour of Hollywood, the breathtaking beauty of the Pacific Coast. But more than just memories, we had gained a deeper appreciation for the spirit of America, its diversity, its resilience, and its unwavering belief in the open road and the possibilities that lie beyond the horizon. We returned home, not just from a road trip, but from a journey of self-discovery, forever changed by the experiences we had shared and the memories we had made. Embarking on a cross-country road trip is thrilling, but planning your finances is essential. Create a budget covering fuel, accommodation, food, and entertainment. Use budgeting apps to track spending and adjust plans as needed. Research fuel prices and use gas-saving apps. Save on accommodation by camping in national or state parks. Pack a cooler with snacks and easy-to-prepare meals. Visit local farmers markets for fresh produce and regional specialties. Packing for a cross-country road trip can feel daunting, but with planning and organization, you can fit everything you need into your vehicle. Start with a packing list based on your itinerary. Choose versatile clothing that can be layered. Prioritize comfort with shoes, loose clothing, and layers. Pack a small first aid kit with essentials. Include a basic toolkit for minor repairs. Pack a portable charger, car phone mount, and entertainment. Consider a small cooler for drinks and snacks. Before embarking on your epic road trip, ensure your vehicle is in tip-top shape to handle the long distances and varied terrain you'll encounter. Schedule a checkup with your mechanic to address any potential issues and ensure your car is road trip ready. Check your tire pressure, oil levels, and fluid levels regularly throughout your journey. Pack a basic car emergency kit with jumper cables, a flashlight, flares or reflective triangles, and a basic toolkit for minor repairs. Safety should be your top priority on any road trip. Always wear your seatbelt, obey traffic laws, and avoid distractions while driving. Plan your route in advance and take regular breaks to avoid driver fatigue. Be aware of your surroundings, especially when driving in unfamiliar areas or at night. Share your itinerary with a friend or family member and check in with them regularly so they know your whereabouts. When stopping for gas, food, or restroom breaks, be mindful of your surroundings and keep your valuables out of sight. Park in well-lit areas and lock your car doors. even if you're only stepping away for a short time. If you encounter any car trouble, pull over to a safe location and contact roadside assistance. Remember, it's always better to err on the side of caution and prioritize your safety throughout your journey. While our meticulously planned itinerary provided a roadmap for our adventure, it was often the unscripted moments and the kindness of strangers that painted the most vivid memories. One sweltering afternoon in the Arizona desert, the sun beat down on our SUV as we navigated a seemingly endless stretch of highway. The air conditioning struggled and our water bottles were running low. We spotted a small, dusty town in the distance. We pulled into a gas station, greeted by a gruff-looking man with a kind smile. He handed us ice-cold sodas. "On the house," he said with a wink. "Welcome to Arizona." Our encounter with the kind stranger at the desert gas station was just one example of the countless acts of kindness we experienced throughout our journey. It was a reminder that beneath the surface of our differences, there exists a shared humanity, a willingness to help others in need that transcends geographical boundaries and cultural divides. It was a heartening reminder that the world is full of good people, even in the most unexpected of places. Another unforgettable experience occurred on a whim, when we decided to deviate from our planned route and take a detour through the Redwood National and State Parks in Northern California. We had heard whispers of these majestic trees, ancient giants that towered over the earth, their canopies forming a cathedral of emerald green. We couldn't resist the allure of witnessing these natural wonders firsthand. As we entered the park, the air grew noticeably cooler, the humidity replaced by the fresh scent of pine needles and damp earth. We parked our car and ventured into the forest, our necks craned upwards, our eyes struggling to comprehend the sheer scale and grandeur of the redwood trees. They soared skyward, their trunks massive and ancient, their branches adorned with ferns and moss, creating a world of ethereal beauty. We felt dwarfed by their presence, humbled by their age and resilience. We spent hours wandering through the redwood forest, our senses invigorated by the sights, sounds, and smells of this primeval world. Sunlight filtering through the canopy above, we marveled at the intricate ecosystems that thrived beneath the towering trees. As we emerged from the forest, blinking in the late afternoon sun, the detour, driven by curiosity and a thirst for adventure, reminded us that the most memorable experiences are often unplanned. It taught us the importance of flexibility and embracing the unknown with a sense of adventure. As our wheels finally rolled back onto familiar streets, a bittersweet feeling settled in. The epic road trip that had consumed our thoughts was now a part of our personal histories. We unpacked not just suitcases filled with souvenirs, but a treasure chest of memories. We'd stood in awe of natural wonders and tasted regional flavors. More importantly, we'd connected with the heart of America, the people. These encounters, as much as the iconic landmarks, painted the true picture of our journey. The beauty of a road trip, particularly across a country as diverse as the United States, is its ability to awaken the spirit of adventure within us. Sometimes the greatest discoveries are made not at the intended destination, but in those unplanned detours and unexpected encounters along the way. The open road, with its promise of freedom and discovery, beckons us to step outside our comfort zones, to embrace the unknown, and to create our own adventures. So, gather your companions, pack your bags, and answer the call of the open road. Adventure awaits! As you plan your own epic American road trip, remember that the journey itself is as important as the destination. Allow yourself the freedom to wander, to stray from the beaten path, and to follow your curiosity wherever it may lead. Embrace the unexpected detours, the serendipitous encounters, and the moments of quiet contemplation that make a road trip so much more than just a mode of transportation. Don't be afraid to get lost in the moment, to savor the local flavors, to strike up conversations with the people you meet along the way, and to document your adventures through photographs, journal entries, or simply the memories you carry in your heart. The open road is a canvas upon which you can paint your own adventure, a tapestry woven from the experiences you choose to embrace. So, what are you waiting for? The open road beckons. and a nation of diverse landscapes, cultures, and experiences awaits. Hit the road, embrace the adventure, and discover your own America, one unforgettable mile at a time.